When we want kids who are going to be able to lead us into the future, who are going to be resilient, we want young people who are ready to contribute to the communities, contribute to society. Kids want to know that they matter. They want to have a sense of purpose in their lives. One of the great myths of adolescence is that we believe that they're selfish. We believe that they're self-centered. That's just not true. Idealism, in fact, is a hallmark of youth. Youth see problems the rest of us have stopped seeing. As we walk down the street and we see someone who's downtrodden, too many of us avert our eyes because it becomes like the landscape, we don't even see it. Kids don't look away. They see things that are wrong, and they imagine things that might be better. They imagine solutions that we haven't even considered, right? Kids have the desire to contribute and to build a better world. And it's one of the things that gives them that sense of meaning and purpose. But what does contribution do to the individual? To understand that, we have to understand what the ultimate act of resilience is. The ultimate act of resilience, the person who can survive in the very worst of times, is the person who can reach out to another human being and say, I need a hand. But that's not easy to do. Not if you have shame. Not if you think it's embarrassing to reach. And what is it that makes you feel too ashamed to take advantage of the power of human connection and support? Knowing that there's no pity on the other end. Because if I think that the act of reaching for support is an act of shame, I'm not going there. Where do I learn that there's no pity on the other end? It's from having given service. When I've contributed to other human beings' lives, to my community, I learn something. And what I learn is that it feels good to give. And what that means is that when it's my turn, when I am needing to receive, I can do so without shame. Because I'm not imagining there being pity on the other end. I'm imagining there being a human being who wants to give much as I have given. In the case of adolescence, it's even more than this. We talked about how adolescents are held to low expectation. You know, we talk about teenagers and we roll our eyes. For too many of our teenagers, we cross the street assuming that they're dangerous or that they have something in mind that could hurt us. This is poison. When you're answering that question, who am I? And the answer is, I am someone who's worthy of an eye roll. I am worthy of making other people cross the street. That is dangerous to development. When we have our kids out there contributing, whether it is helping the old lady with her groceries, helping someone cross the street, shoveling snow, working to support abandoned animals, whatever it is, then what happens is that kid gets noticed for their contribution. They receive gratitude. They become surrounded by thank yous rather than condemnation. And that is so very, very powerful. And there's something else that happens. When that kid's out there contributing in the community and they do help that grandmother across the street, then you know what? Your kid's earned an extra pair of eyes on them. An extra pair of eyes that's noticing them, that's valuing them, that's watching out for them, and your child becomes safer with that extra pair of eyes on them. Don't take this as idealistic talk. This isn't saying it would be good for kids if they contributed. We're talking about our future, right? If kids don't believe they can contribute, indeed even that they must contribute, who's going to lead us into the future? It's our job to give them practice.